As predicted, the shiny new and slightly revised WHO Pandemic Treaty is back on the table, giving enormous powers to the World Health Organization in case of a pandemic. The total elimination of this outrageous proposal and the parasites seeking to enforce it are critical to the future viability of life as we know it on this planet.
Welcome to Pure Element 5. My name's Suzanne, and today's epiphany came from realizing that there is no issue of greater importance facing humanity today than to understand the use of tricks and deception to sabotage the rule of law.
This agreement on pandemic preparedness will grant the World Health Organization absolute power over global biosecurity, such as the power to implement digital IDs, vaccine passports, mandatory vaccinations, travel restrictions globally, standardized medical care, and so much more.
By the end of this video, you'll learn about GERM, Global Epidemic Response Team. Make no mistake, behind the facade of government-elected officials is a bunch of cowardly, corporate-controlled gangsters coming for your health, your money, and your sovereignty.
It also allows for just about anything to be called a pandemic. This treaty includes 190 countries and would be legally binding. The treaty defines and classifies what is considered a pandemic, and this could consist of broad classifications, including an increase in cancer, heart conditions, strokes, etc. If a pandemic is declared, the WHO takes over the entire global health management of the pandemic. This means they can dictate how doctors can respond, which drugs or treatments can or cannot be used, and which vaccines are approved. The last few years have clearly shown how weak-minded and easily coerced 90% of the medical profession is. You and your children are in the crosshairs, and those who swore an oath to do no harm are just following orders. At the same time the revamped treaty is being drafted, guess who's back? Public enemy number one, Bill Gates. In the ultimate act of hubris, he announced the creation of a pandemic GERM team that will monitor sovereign nations and decide when they need to suspend civil liberties, force people to wear masks, and to close borders. The GERM team will be made up of 3,000 disease experts under WHO purview. Not only that, they will receive $1 billion each year in funding. Here's how the GERM team will work. The team's disease monitoring experts would look for potential outbreaks. Once it spots one, GERM should have the ability to declare an outbreak and work with national governments and the World Bank to raise money for the response very quickly. Product development experts would advise governments and companies on the highest priority drugs and vaccines. The World Health Organization has openly stated that countries disobeying regulations dictated by their organization through their pandemic treaty may need to be sanctioned. In a sane world, this is called extortion. Just when you thought you had heard it all, the globalist cronies show their true hand. The WHO decided that the power to declare pandemics and override national governments to impose medical tyranny just wasn't enough. Now they also want power over animals and the planet. In the new and revised treaty, there are suddenly references to the Global One healthy policy being livestock inclusive. Indeed, if you've been following along at home, you'll already understand that if they can't poison you to death, they'll do their utmost effort to starve you. It's all coming together, from pandemic to livestock reduction.
If you thought this was pure engagement, please give us a thumbs up. And if you thought it was pure poo, feel free to give us a thumbs down. It helps us create the content you want to see. The links are down below if you want to catch us on other mediums, along with a link to our website so you can download our free ebook. Until we meet again, the essence of who you truly are is pure love. Go out and connect with someone and show them the love.